Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. I always appreciate when you look in on me from time to time. Today we're going to be going over the 3060 Ti LHR 8GB GPU. We're going to be doing that on the $1 million Ravencoin Mining Rig behind me. If you haven't seen that video, there's a link in the description below. Also, I've got that in the grow tent, and if you are getting into GPU mining in a grow tent, I've got a link in the description below also for that. It worked out really well. Just definitely check it out. Today the card that we're going to be using is the EVGA 3060 Ti, and we're going to be doing the XC version. So I've seen some Zotac, the Gigabit, there's several out there. I haven't seen any videos or really found many articles that deal with the XC version. So I hope this video helps some people that haven't have this card but have only seen other videos for other models. They all vary just a little bit, so hopefully this one helps you. Now, I've got Windows running on behind me, so we're going to hop over to that computer. We're going to show you on Windows using MSI Afterburner, and when I'm done there, we'll hop back over here and we'll run the Hive OS, and we'll do a side-by-side and see which one gave us better hash rate and better power. So I'll be right back, and I'll see you in a second. Those are the 3060 Ti LHR, and we got 6 of them. So we're going to hop over here and take a look at this, and I'm just going to set the camera up, so give me a second and I'll be able to get at this a little more. I guess we can. Alright, so sorry for the noise, but we are next to the grow tent. So here they are running, and I've got everybody running at 28. This one card I'd say is my problem card as far as running slower than the others, so I did have to put that up in the power a little higher than the other ones, and these two up top are running a little light. This one likes to run a little warm, so I dropped its power down a little bit. And then for the this one here is kind of my golden child. This one runs amazing, runs 63, it's got 159 on the power, and it's still running, better than any of the other ones at such low power, and the temperature's down. I mean, this one's a great card, and this is probably my worst, and I think this one here likes to get the hottest, so you can see it's dropped down a little bit right here. Because it likes to warm up, so I dropped it a little bit more. But overall at 28, and one of them at 29, what's our total? 171.05. Let's go up a little higher and see what we got earlier. 170. So so it's been running right around that 170 mark for a while. Now, I will say too, the weather's been perfect for me here. Yeah, 170. It's still. I'm in North Carolina, and it's chilly outside. So it's about, I think, about 70 degrees in the house right now. So these cards are running real cool, and like I said, at the 28s, I'm fine with that. I am running Afterburner, and I'm just working each card individually. At first I kind of set them with this here, just kind of set them all as a blanket across the board, and then I just started tuning each card individually to kind of get them a little bit better. So I'll just kind of show you. The screen's not a very big screen, so let's see if I can get both of these in shot. So, there's number 2. So, and that's them. So, that's what I got running over here for this, and I'm going to try it on Hive OS. We're going to give it a shot on Hive and see what it does. But like I said, these are 3060 Ti LHR cards, You can see what I'm running in here. I've got 2 HP 1200 watt power supplies. I'm using the new breakout board from Parallel Miner with the ATX support, so I can hook that straight into the motherboard, and it's running good. I mean, you know, I can't complain. I think we'll probably go over and check it on the wall and see what the power is pulling. So I'll be back and we'll hop on the other computer with Hive OS. Give me a minute to shut this down, and we'll see what it does. All right, be right back. Hey guys, all right, so we're on Hive OS, and let's look and see if we can compare these to what I had before. I've got a little screenshot of it over here. So what do I have? So it would be it's down a little bit, down a little bit, down a little bit, down a little bit, down and down. So yeah, so they're running better over there, it seems. Now when I look at the temperatures, and when I look at the watts, you know, so yeah, even here 168, if I drop that down, it's obviously it's going to drop this. Let's see what I have for my settings. If I duplicate them, see, now the other one was different, because so we're just going to click here. So if you click on any of these, you can click them individually. If you click on the top one, you can get all of them in there. So you know, in here I had 900 for these. I'm gonna put 900. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's see if I got that picture here. Let's see. I'm gonna leave the watts up. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put everybody at 75, because that seemed to be right. Was that what I was at? Yeah, that one card here. Yeah, the bottom card I had at 180. It was using 179, so we're going to give it that as well. So they are all right around the power. Let's see, I had one more from. Yeah, all right. I'm just looking at the numbers over here. I'm just making sure everything would be, you know, it was just that one card. So anyway, so there you go. So we're going to save that, and we're going to let that run. So now what we're going to do is we're just duplicating what we had over there on the Windows machine compared to running it on Linux. Let's see if it does drops it down. Does it keep it the same? Because 1400, you know. So we're at 169, and over there we were what were we there? 170. So it's running similar. As far as temperatures go, you know, the same. Let's see, 65 was my high. I had one card at 65. Yeah. 65 was my high. My low was 62. So it seems like it ran a little bit. Let's just refresh that and see if any of this changes. Alright. Yeah, I'm at 162 now, with the same settings that I had here, that I have here, and them giving them a little extra power, so there's not going to be any problems with that. Yeah, you can see they dropped. it's so if you even look at the popular presets, you know, yeah, 17. Yeah, so I'm going to put those back here. All right, 1.0.6. And we got the 100, and we'll leave that there. We'll save that. Let's give that a second and see where that pushes that up. So really, I mean, you know, I'm just trying the different ones on here. It just seems that running on Hive OS, you know, if I go over 1,000 over there on my memory, it crashes it. Even if I just do it on one card, you know, just play with that one card a little bit, it'll stop. So it's funny how I can go, you know, to 1750 over here and not have the problem. So back up to 170 here. So it's just it's odd to me that, you know, yeah, and these look very similar. If I pull this back over here, these look very similar to these. You know, 28. Yeah, still a little lower, a little bit, just a touch. Yeah, they're just a little bit. Not much, nothing to write home about. You know, like I said, we are 170 point. Can I see it on here? I don't think I have it in the screenshot on this one. But anyway, you know, on the other side to that, I am running the cards a lot harder, running the memory that high, which, you know, if I can run it at 900 over there at the same core, just sounds like it would be better for the card. Also, if I look at the temps, you know, there's that one card at 67. I mean, that's not bad. You know, let's refresh that one more time. Yeah, 172 seems to be where it's settling out at. You know, 0.3. So it's 2 mega hash more, and you know, here's where I start wondering and don't have the expertise. So, you know, what I'm doing is working for my cards that might not work for your cards. You know, you got to figure out what works for you. I'm just showing you what I've been doing, and you know, here we are. I'm running at 1750. So, I mean, the question is that, you know, when I run it at, you know, 900 over there compared to 1750. And I'm going to be most likely using less power. I'm going to check that in a quick second here to see what it is on Hive also. But, you know, to run the cards harder on this one, on Hive, is it worth it? Or is 1750 nothing for these cards? And it's you know, it's not really much of an overclock anyway. You know, going from, you know, 900 to 1750, it's got to put some amount of stress on the card. So the question is, you know, does it matter to the card, or should you run it as low as possible to get the best hash rate? And obviously, it's seemingly is the name of the game. And what I'm comparing and what I'm seeing is that I'm running it harder here, a little more power. I'm going to check that over at the wall real quick and see. But, you know, they are running warmer, 67, 65s, you know, all 65s, where the other one was a lot less. On the temperatures. So, you know, 64s, I had 165 in there, 63 and a 62. You know, now that 62 is running at 65. So, I guess I could try to drop the power a little bit on these and see how much of a difference I get. So let's let's just drop it, 5 each. Well, that one I'm leaving at 180 because I know that card needs a little love on that one. So I'm going to leave that one the way it is. I'm going to drop. So we're dropping the power by 5 watts, or the power limit by 5. So we'll see what that translates to over here, and also to temperatures, because dropping power, less electric, less heat. So let's take a peek there. So yeah, so we're dropped down 5 there. Let's give it a second to cool down. It might, so it's at 172. Refresh it again. Temperature's really not budging. Still at 172. Probably could drop that down just a little bit more if I wanted to get comparable to that, to go for the 170. What I've read and seen online, 28 and change is a good number. You hit 29, you've dialed the card in probably as good as anybody's going to do. So at 28.5, 28.6, I'm happy with this. If I want to, like I said, I started fine-tuning it a little more over there. If I want to start really trying to fine-tune these, again, my whole question is running on Hive OS at 1750 compared to running on Windows at 900, which is better? How about that question? If anybody knows that answer, I would love to see that in the comments below, because that I haven't gotten an answer on anywhere yet. And I think the broad answer is, you want to run, you don't want to overclock as little as possible, because it's more stress on the card, right? So you want it to be lower. But compared to Hive OS, compared to Windows, is it running it different? I am running the same miner. I believe I have a T-Rex running on both sides. So it is the same one. I am mining to the same pool. I guess that doesn't really matter exactly. Maybe a little. So anyway, there it is right there. So I think that we are pretty close to that. Like I said, let's go ahead. Let's drop it down. Oops. Did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still going to leave that one at 180. Just for argument's sake. Now we're going to drop 10 watts total here. So when you drop 10 watts on 6 cards, that's 60 watts total that you're saving. And you do a calculator on that, I guess the biggest enemy is power, as far as making money, but also the more power you're pushing through the card, the more work it is absorbing and doing. So lower power, but not too low, because then you starve the card for power, and then it actually can damage the board or the chip by not getting enough power, but you're demanding higher memory and higher core frequency. So you have to find that balance. I think 165, I probably wouldn't do much lower than that. So let's refresh that one also. This wasn't going to be a very long video, but I'm just messing around with this at this point. So temperatures are coming down. Fan speed here is pretty much the same as fan speed there. I was running a lot of it on 100% on the fan, only because I just have the settings set up. Where's the fan? Is it on there? Yeah. So yeah, I was running it pretty much, flat out over there too. A couple of them were running lower only because the temperatures were much lower. But for the most part, this looks comparable Temperatures getting comparable. Let's look at that. So here's the question again, right? So I'm at 171, so I am running better over here, just a little bit better. I'm going to check the power here. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to go check the power. So what I did earlier was, and I'm going to do this because I'm going to forget this number. So on Windows, I'll just put that. That's what I had over there. And I'm going to go over here and check this. I did a quick here on the math on that, so I am going to go check that really quick. So hang on a sec. I'm going to pause it for a second. All right, so I'm back, and it is running almost identical. So if I put it in there, we'll see. Times so there you go. So it is running. Can you see that? I don't know. It's running a watt. It's running one watt less on Hive than it's running on the Windows. It's getting, probably about, another mega hash. I forgot what that one was. I know it was 170. I forgot what the point, whatever it was on there. I could go back and watch that video and see. But so it's getting a mega hash more, and it's using 1 watt less. But I'm running at 1750 for the memory. And that's the question. Is it worth running these cards at virtually the same temperatures? I mean, the temperatures look great. Fan speeds are all comparable to before. Temperatures comparable. Hash rate, I'm getting 1 mega hash more, and I'm running 1 watt less. And of course, that's the name of the game. Lower power, higher hash rate. Even if it's by 1 in both directions, you know what? It's better than it is over there, right? I mean, overall, it sounds crazy, right? I will say it's easier to modify things as far as remote. You can log into this. I mean, you could set something up to remote into another computer, but this makes it really easy to work with this. The only question I have is the 1750 memory compared to the 900 over there. Core is 100 and 100 here and here. Power is, identical, or 1 watt. So I don't know. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to try to find more information. For something so specific, I don't know if I'm going to find it, but if I find it, I will put it in the description below. I'll put a link in there for what I found on it. If you find something, please drop it in the comments below. Would love to see any articles that you might find on that. It's going to come down to Hive OS versus Windows. I guess this is the Linux and Windows. So is it just running better because of that? And does it matter if it's at 1750? Can the card, blow that off and not care about that kind of memory compared to being so much lower over there? Well, obviously using it less would, you'd think, make the card last longer. So I don't know. I'm going to let it run over here for a little bit. I am using 2 miners for my pool, for both of them, both using T-Rex. So it's running. And let me refresh it one more time here. Yeah, so it's dropped a little bit, dropped down to 171. Temperatures are at 65. I mean, you know, that's what I'm going for, 65, and the fans aren't going full speed. So, you know, 171. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Appreciate you checking in. If any of this helped, I hope it did. I know, long-winded, but like I said in all my videos, I just kind of show you everything that I could show you without all the edits. People say if I make short videos and just, you know, this and this and this, I'll get more viewers, but I built this channel on mistakes, and I'm going to show you all my mistakes. You know, if it's not your cup of tea, I appreciate you watching, and maybe you'll check it again. But that's it. All right, I'll see y'all next time.